Hi my beautiful ones, how are you doing? You are welcome back to another tutorial video. If you're new here, you are most welcome. My name is Chichi, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you how you can make this beautiful design on this sleeve. So I'm going to be showing you how to get this done, and if this is the one you're interested in, please sit right back, relax, enjoy. Please consider hitting the subscribe button if you haven't. Give this video a like, and then let's chat in the comment section below. To get started, I'm going to be using this purple velvet fabric and a hard hairstay. It's a hairstay, but it's a hard one. It's very thick. It's not like the regular hairstay. So for the measurement, I'm going to be using the length of total of 25 inches. That's for the length. Okay, so I have a length of 25 inches, and then for the width, I'm going to be using 4.5 inches. So I fold it into two like so, and then I mark out the 4.5 inches. That's for the width, and then I cut that out. Note that I'm going to be cutting two of these. That's for the two sleeves. Okay, so this is the second one, and then this is what I have after cutting. And the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be putting the hairstay. I told you can use any stay of your choice that's going to give you what you want, but I prefer a hairstay because it's more of fabric or cotton. Okay, so this is what I have after putting the stay on it. That's the interfacing. Okay, so next I'm going to be folding it into two like so, and I'm going to be stitching along. Like I'm going to be stitching from this point using 1/4 inch all the way to the other point, and then I'm going to be leaving this point opening so that I can use to turn it inside out. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. So I've stitched it, and then I'm going to be trimming off the edges so that it looks flattened by the time I finish the ironing, and then I'm turning it inside out. So after turning inside out, the next thing to be done is to give it a good press. Okay, so make sure you use a hot steam iron or whatever. You can improvise if you don't have, and then you give it a good press so that it lays very flat. And then at this edge, I'm going to be folding it in, and then have it closed with a stitch because it's not going to be left open like so. So next I'm going to be closing this stitch open, this part open I mean, and then this is what we have at the end of the day. And so at this point, this is ready to be fixed on our sleeve. You can see it is standing firm. That's the essence of the whole thing, especially the interfacing that was put in it. So this is what the sleeve looks like. And for the sleeve, I had to make sure I iron the center by placing it on fold like so, so that I can iron out the center. As you can see, the line, that's the center line like so. So the next thing, as you can see, I already had my spiral shape marked out, but I'm going to be showing you what I did. So from the length of the sleeve, I'm going to be coming up by 2 inches. That's from the sleeve length. I came up by 2 inches. By the way, this is an elbow length sleeve. Okay, just a little bit below the elbow. So I have 2 inches marked up from the length of the sleeve, and then I'm going to be marking the length that I want the spiral shape to carry. So this is 5.5 inches, and with this, from this 5.5 inches to the 2 inches is the total length that the spiral shape is going to carry. Okay, so from the center line, I'm going to be marking about 4 inches from the center line. Note that if the person is slimmer, you can use like 3 inches or 3.5 from the center line. This is because this person is a bit bold. That is why I'm using up to 4 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be marking 4 inches from the center line. Take notes, if the person is slimmer, you go for a smaller measurement. Okay, so this is my 4 inches on the left, and then another 4 inches on the right, making a total of 8 inches. So the point that I have from here to here is a total of 8 inches, and then the length I have 5.5. Okay, so at this point now I'm going to be making my lines more visible so that I will know exactly what I am working with. That's why I am marking it out again. So I get my piece, and then I try to place to make sure it's able to cover the space that I have. And for the placement of this on the sleeve, I'm going to be placing this other part, not the part that I stitched on the sleeve. Okay, I don't know if you understand that. This part that I stitched is going to be facing up, and then this other part is going to be the one touching the sleeve, so that it makes the stitching easier and not too bulky. You understand what I mean, so that you don't have difficulty in stitching it down. So I'm trying to place to make sure that it covers the space that I have. And as you can see, this is way shorter than what I have, so I'm going to be reducing the length that I marked out. Okay, so the initial 5.5 inches, I'm going to be reducing it to 5 inches. That's taking out ½ inch from the total length. Okay, so this is the new height of the spiral. So from here to here, I have now to be 5 inches. So I'm going to be placing back this piece on it to make sure it covers, and at this point you can see that it is covering the whole space that I already marked out. Okay, so at this point I'm going to be tracing out the placement so that I would know exactly where to stitch on. So I just hold it carefully and then I follow the shape and then I trace it out all the way, following all the points that this piece has covered. Okay, so you just slightly trace out so that you know exactly where to place when stitching. So at this point I take out this and then I'm going to be making sure that all the parts are well spaced, are equally spaced, I mean. So I measure from both sides to make sure that the space between the left side and the right side are equal. Okay, basically what I am doing here is just to make sure that the distance that I have from the center line on both sides are equal. In case you have a difference in any one, you try to adjust it. Okay, and at this point this is me trying to mark out the adjusted distances from the center line. Okay, so what I marked initially, there was a little bit of difference on both sides, so after adjusting I'm trying to make sure that I have the right distances from the center line traced out. So even at this point, this is the same thing I am doing, trying to make sure that the distance between these points from the center line is equal. So after going back and forth with the adjustment, I finally have what I wanted. So every point is equal on both sides now, so I am good to go. So the next, now I get my piece back and then I try to place to make sure that what I actually marked out was accurate, and guys, this is perfect. So now I have my perfect markings on both sides and I have my piece equal in length. Okay, so now it's time for me to go and stitch. So for the stitching, guys, you need to be very patient with yourself. Do not rush in case your sewing machine has any form of difficulty. So for the stitching, you're going to be stitching very closely to the tip. Can you see the placement? Very close to the tip of the piece, okay, so that it can stand, so that it's not lying flat at the end of the day. So you are stitching very closely, and by so doing you need a whole lot of patience to be involved in this. So you stitch very closely to the tip, and as you approach the corners, make sure you slow down, like slow down to the minimum, so that you'll be able to get the accurate bending. Okay, so you slow down at that point and then you stitch and stop, you stitch and stop at interval, and then at the straight point you can be a little bit faster if you can, and then you stitch also like that. At every corner you come, you slow down, you stitch, you stop, you stitch, so that you can get your bending very smooth. Okay, don't try to rush, don't try to be too fast on this one. It's not about how good you are, just take your time so that it appears very clean and straight at the end of the day. So you can see me at this point how I am taking it very slowly, taking it one step at a time. I just have about 2-3 stitches, I stop, I raise up my foot, and then I bend, and just continue the process along the whole space that you need to cover. So this is what I'm basically going to be doing to the whole point that I need to stitch on. As you can see, the one that I stitch is already standing. This is why I said you need to stitch at the very tip of this piece, because if you stitch even up to 1/4 of an inch of this piece, it's not going to stand, it's going to be lying very flat. Okay, so just make sure you follow this guideline, and I assure you that you're going to have your perfect look at the end of the day. So this is basically what I am doing to this at this point, and you can see I'm almost through. I have just about one more bend to go, and guys, that is done. So guys, this is what I did, and then at the end of the day I was able to achieve this. Okay, this design is not actually as difficult as it seems, because many people that are like, no, I can't do this, but it's not as difficult as it seems. So guys, basically I'll just let you watch and then finish up the sewing process or the stitching process of this. Okay. And finally, this is it. I'm done with the stitching process, and this is what it looks like. And you know something, guys, I somebody like a beginner actually told me that no, this cannot be stitched. When she saw the style, like, no, this cannot be stitched. This was a gum was used to hold this down, like a fabric glue or something was used to hold it down. That if it was stitched, it's definitely going to be lying down, that there's no way this was going to stand if you stitch it. There's only gum or something that can hold it. And I'm like, no way, no way. There is nothing that is too difficult for us to do on this fashion street. Okay, so basically this is how it looks, and you can see it is standing very firm. It is not laying flat. Okay, so this is what we have, and this is what it looks like finally, guys. So at this point, this is the bodies of our sleeve, and then I'm going to be attaching the sleeve. And finally, this is how beautiful it looks on my client. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.